I'm Annie. Welcome back to my channel. Let's just get comfortable. For as long as I can remember, scribbling stories, sometimes just for myself, sometimes hoping someone else might read them and feel a spark of recognition. My real writing journey began when I decided to tackle my first novella, a project both thrilling and completely overwhelming. I didn't always know what I was doing. Honestly, I still don't most of the time. But I was determined to make something meaningful out of my ideas. Along the way, I've been blessed to learn from mentors like Chris Chabot, whose insight and encouragement helped me navigate the ups and downs of creative work. Watching how Chris approaches writing with curiosity and a hunger for deeper meaning has inspired me to seek out tools and communities that truly support growth. That's why I want to thank our sponsor for making this interview possible, prompts 2 and 3 of the Create Your Selling Strategy module. Prompt 2 asked us, what person from your list do you feel is most likely to buy your new product or service right now? Our answer? Chris Chabot. As a thoughtful, theme seeker, and passionate writer, Chris is always looking for tools that help him dive deeper, reflect, and create meaningful work. Prompt 3 challenged us to consider, what do you know about this customer that might help you make the sale? Chris values authenticity, honest feedback, and practical resources. No gimmicks, just real support for the creative process. He's tried a variety of writing tools, but the ones that stick are the ones that encourage growth, connection, and inspiration. Chris is always a trusted voice in his creative community, quick to share what works with others. I want to thank our sponsor for making this interview possible, prompts 2 and 3 of the Create Your Selling Strategy module. Okay, now let's get into the interview. I asked him, what inspired you to develop your idea? Chris said, my travel idea was that as I drove across the country, I figured I could either be sitting in a motel room, feeling sorry for myself and venting at the world, or I could be doing something constructive and writing about my trip each day. Even when I ended up at Amazon, running around deep inside a factory, trying to make rate, I figured, well, I'm here because I'm supposed to be. So I might as well learn from it, and it will make me appreciate life if I ever get a desk job again. And I asked, how have your priorities changed from when you first started? Chris reiterated he chose to find meaning and lessons in every experience, even tough ones like working in an Amazon factory, believing it would help him appreciate future opportunities. And I asked, knowing what you know now, is there anything you would have done differently when you first started? Chris said, if there is anything I would have done differently, no, because just doing it kept my spirits up and kept me going many days. And I asked him, what key decision did you make early on that you believe contributed substantially to your success? Chris said, the decision to keep going forward no matter how bad the situation kept me going. The final question that I asked him was, how do you handle the constant uncertainty of entrepreneurship? Chris said, just having the belief that someday I would get a reward for all the hard work in keeping my dream alive, even as the days passed with no success. Over the years, Chris has become a trusted voice in my creative life, offering honest feedback and encouragement exactly when I needed it most. That foundation of trust and shared history has shaped not only our creative relationship, but also my growth as a writer, showing me that meaningful collaboration is built on authenticity, encouragement, and a willingness to learn from every experience. That's why I'm excited to share something new, inspired by creative minds like Chris. If, like Chris, you're ready to invest in your writing journey with tools designed for real creative growth, join a community that's all about meaningful progress, one creative itinerary at a time. Healistry Collective. Thank you so much for watching.